Oh, this one is going to be divisive. I just know it. I haven't heard it yet. It only came out 5 minutes ago. It's called Seeing Red. I've seen some of the lyrics in it. So without any further ado, we'll talk about all of the intricate details and all of the lore and all of the fandom and everything that gets involved in Architects after we do the reaction. So sit tight, leave a like in the video, make sure you're subbed. Architects Seeing Red. Let's go. They asked for it. This one's gonna take a few listens. I really want to like get into the lyrics of this one because, you know, it does feel like a blend of it's definitely their newer sound. It's definitely more leaning on their newer sound, which I'm neutral. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. I like a lot of their newer stuff. Okay, right, let me compose myself for a moment and then I'm gonna get into my thoughts because I have a few about this track. Okay, so I haven't listened to the track again, but I just took a stab and checked to see if there was gonna be lyrics available, which someone has already got them up. 3 contributors, shout out to these guys because the song's been out literally fucking 5 minutes, so well done. Lyrics, very, very important for this one because again, it's their first track back off of the Symptoms of a Broken Spirit, the classic Symptoms of a Broken Spirit, apologies. An album that personally I don't love as a full body of work, but singles wise I loved Doom Scrolling, Burn Down My House, Deepfake wasn't bad, Spit the Bone, yeah, not bad. Like there's some decent songs on there, but I completely understand why it's gonna lose a lot of the older audience, but at the same time, you know, fuck them. Like, if people have that much of a problem with it, just go listen to a new band or just continue to listen to the older stuff. Anyway, intro, rent-free living in your head. Rest in peace, they commented. I felt it when they said. Now, again, bearing in mind these lyrics may not be 100% accurate. They're out 5 minutes. Someone would have had to go through the video or on Spotify, and it is hard to hear in certain parts depending on which, you know, headphones you use. But to me, I was trying to figure it out. I could hear the basics of it. I knew it said rent-free living in your head. Rest in peace, they commented. I mean, that could probably be looked in two different ways, you know, in reference to Tom, you know, rest in peace to Tom, or the whole sound of Architects in general. They commented, I felt it when they said, we only ever love you when you're seeing red. So that's obviously the title track, Seeing Red. For anyone who doesn't know, I don't know why anyone wouldn't know this, but seeing red is like a term used for when someone is really angry. So, of course, there's like always the argument of the new, like modern sounding arena sound Architects versus the older angry Architects, which people always wanted. Bring back the Blair. You got it. There you go. I'm not going to lie. I knew the Blair was coming because I found this video on their YouTube. I couldn't find it because normally sometimes on YouTube it takes a while for it to actually show up. So I went into their Instagram bio and clicked on their websites, and then went onto their website, and then went to YouTube, and then it showed the track, and then I seen the first comment said they did the thing. So I was like, well, they said Blair, so thanks for ruining it, whoever that comment was. Wanker. Anyway, verse 1. You ought to know that I'm like a broken machine. I don't normally do this with lyrics, by the way, but I'm just so, like, I'm so captivated by just the whole fandom and just what people think of this in general. I'll go into my thoughts on the actual track after I read this, because I think this is going to be very relevant. You ought to know that I'm like a broken machine. I'm not as bulletproof as you all paint me to be. Time hasn't frozen. Why do you want me to scream? Are you a junkie punk medicating for free? Okay. Time hasn't frozen. Why do you want me to scream? I mean, that could probably be looked at in a double meaning way. You know, why do you want me to scream? Why do you want me to do the Bless so much? Leave him alone. He did it. Okay, he's gonna leave him alone now for the next few years. Pre-chorus. We're all you need. We'll make you royalty. We'll be the best of enemies. So that to me screams it's in direct reference. Again, I'm completely going off the top of my head here. That to me looks like he's directly referring to the people who want the older stuff back. Again, I could be just like dead set on that is what Sam's thinking about 24/7. It's probably not the case, but this is how it goes. This is how it reads in my head. It's the people in like a chant. It's almost like the crowd. You can hear like the shit. It sounds like a kid's voice, which is kind of hilarious as well, that they decided to use like a kid's chanting voice. We're all you need. We'll make you royalty. We'll be the best of enemies. So we'll make you royalty. Essentially, we'll make you money. Like you're going to sell loads of records if you go back to the old sound, is how I'm reading that. Again, if anyone has any other interpretations, please do let me know in the comments down below. Chorus. Read me all my rights. I'll never grow tired of your great advice. That seems very sarcastic. Won't somebody tell me what I believe? I'm sorry for your sacrifice. I guess I must have sounded like the Antichrist. Won't somebody tell me? Won't somebody tell me what I believe? Okay, yeah, chorus wise, maybe I need to read that a little bit more in detail. Read me all my rights. Oh, that's the wrong button. Verse 2, no debts, all love. Don't give a fuck. My head, my heart wouldn't be enough. I won't think twice. I'm afraid I'm the priest. You're the poltergeist. We're like one big family. Gee, thanks so much for the death threat. Do you hear the audacity? You dummies only live on the... Okay, so this is... It's not even like smoke and mirrors anymore. This is directly talking about people who are just fucking insane, who won't leave the poor band alone. So everyone leave Sam and the rest of Architects alone. Like, let the fucking band... There's so many angry bands out there. Just go listen to them. If you are that pissed off about their new sound, like, give it a rest. Genuinely. Read me all my rights. Okay, chorus again. Breakdown. Oh, are you happy now? Rent-free living in your head. Rest in peace, they commented. I felt it when they said, we only ever love you when you're seeing red. Okay, right. That's very telling. Okay, so heaven burning bright is the bridge. You've really got to wonder how I sleep at night. Won't somebody tell me? Won't somebody tell me? Chorus again. What I believe. And this is just, I guess, a... you know, you could look at it two ways. You could say, why is the band looking so deeply into this? Just go and do whatever you want. But at the same time, if you look at it from like a human standpoint, they are humans at the end of the day. I spoke about this kind of in my like Thornhill video where I covered Thornhill's latest track. And, you know, we touched on it and we went into like how Thornhill maybe kind of going down the same path as Architects. And maybe they are just going down a path to spike their audience because of, again, the death threats. And I'd be the exact same fucking person. If someone was like, Drew, go back and do the videos that you used to make in, you know, fucking 2019 or some shit. Like, and they were, you know, telling me that they're going to go fucking kill my family. Again, I don't know the extent of the death threats and everything the Architects were getting, or maybe just Sam in particular. But like, it sounds a bit mental. Like, I get it, people have like close ties to the band and they, you know, they might have a special place, but like, surely if anything, if you are that much of a fan of the band, you just say, look, I am it's like being with an ex, you know. If you really did love them, you just, if you separated, you wouldn't like wish death upon them. You would want them to go and flourish, obviously depending on the circumstances. But Architects have just, they've just been guilty of their own success at this point. They got very popular doing the whole angry, you know, and as they said on multiple podcasts before, they are not the angry teenagers that they used to be when they made all this like very popular music. But as for the song, again, I'm gonna have to hear it a few more times, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very fun. Is it my favorite Architects track again? First listen, absolutely not. But they gave us a nice balance, I think, of some of the older stuff with the bleh. That was a bit of a throwback. I mean, to me, it's I don't think it's that big of a deal. People are like overhyping the whole him saying a fucking word so much, but it is what it is. The chorus wasn't bad, potentially a grower for sure. But yeah, lyrically, I mean, it's very telling. I thought it might have been a little bit more smoke and mirrors, like hidden in metaphor, but it was pretty obvious what he was talking about in that. So yeah, as a whole, I'll give the track a maybe a 7.8 out of 10 on a first listen. 7.8. It's not bad at all. Again, I don't want to be the one that's shitting on Architects here at all, because like, again, I kind of was of the opinion that I was like, oh, just go back to the old Architect stuff. But then I started to hear, you know, the music that they used to write with All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us, and I just kind of said, you know what, like, these guys don't owe their fans anything at this point. Like, let them do whatever they want to do. They've all grown up from the point at which they were, you know, creating those lyrics in their other tracks. So just let them be them. So guys, that's all from me, but I am very excited to know what you guys think. I would imagine, you know, as I anticipated going into this, it's going to be quite a divisive track, and I still think it is. But, you know, go easy on the band, man. Like, they're fucking humans at the end of the day. It's all music. If you really are that upset about it, just listen to their older stuff. I understand people saying, you know, it might be a little bit childish to just intentionally spite their audience, but I actually think they're being quite, you know, they're kind of killing two birds with one stone here, because they're having direct shots at the people who are complete wankers. And to be honest, there's kind of like, the way I look at this, there's three groups of people. There's the people who don't like their new stuff, but they're not going to go out of their way to actually fucking try and maim the band and be insanely disrespectful about it. Then there's the people who don't like their new stuff, that are these wankers that obviously seep through the cracks, and are definitely a minority of people that are online trolls that will actually go out of their way to message someone about anything, because obviously there's no like repercussions for anything that you say online these days. So people will just be like, fuck you, fuck this, like, you know, all this shit you've done is wasted, and they'll say whatever they want. And that to me is reigning very clear in the lyrics in this. Like, Sam is clearly very pissed off and fed up with all of this behavior, but I'd like to think it's a minority of people, although it may seem like a majority to the band, because they'll probably, you know, just human nature, you're kind of designed to see the negative stuff first. But there's also then the third group of people that just like the new stuff. So there's like the people who don't really like it, but they'll just keep their thoughts to themselves and maybe be a little bit constructive about it, because that's completely fair to be constructive. But it's the people that are giving them death threats, which is just meant, it's fucking music, like, grow up. But anyway, I'm going on and on. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, guys. Again, be nice if you have your opinions. Like, I'm not going to allow people to say like, oh, fuck this, and be disrespectful to the band on my place. You can absolutely, if you don't like the music, be constructive about it, but be fair. Don't be a dickhead. You know, usual, like, normal human being logic applies to this. So yeah, that's all from me. This video went on way too long. Anyway, I'm signing out. Look after yourself. I'm stuttering. Leave a like in the video. Goodbye. Cheers. Where's my mouse?